Good evening, I'm John Stewart. Pizza is and always has been a great, simple, cheap, and easy way to feed yourself and your family. Many countries, according to HistoryChannel.com, claim to have been the first to make a pizza. Basically a flatbread with some type of topping, and one of these is Egypt. It comes from simple beginnings with not much to it, but over the past few hundred years we've perfected it and made it really something special. Pizza as we know it started in Italy in the 1700s. It was originally found in Naples, which was a small city at the time, mainly working class, poor people. And it was designed to be a quick and cheap meal so that somebody could grab a piece of pizza and go right back to work. And that's from an article on HistoryChannel.com. But in 1760, however, Queen Margherita was originally from France. She came in and said, you know what, I really want to try Italian cuisine. Give me all of the best pizzas that we've got. So a guy named Raphael Esposito created a pizza that had red tomato sauce, white mozzarella cheese, and green basil. Called it the Margherita pizza. All of the colors of the Italian flag, the red, the white, the green. Called it the Margherita pizza, and she loved it. And it was the first really successful, popular pizza that would have the format that we know today. That's from an article on lifeinitaly.com. Now, fast forward a few years, and pizza has come to America. Late 19th century, early 20th century. And this is from Italian immigrants coming to America, so it's primarily on the East Coast, Northeast, with New York and New Hampshire, New Jersey, that area. However, it took off, but it wasn't wildly popular until the mid to late 40s, when American troops came home from World War II, and there was all of a sudden a boom in demand for pizza. These guys wanted a pizza. They had been having pizza for a few years overseas. They came home and they wanted some. They couldn't get it, because some of them came home from not necessarily where the pizza places were in the Northeast to Texas or California, and they would open their own pizza place, or somebody would open a pizza place. And when they would bring them to these new places, pizza it became to each its own. People started modifying it the way they wanted to, and putting their own take on it. And you didn't just have the Brooklyn style thin crust anymore, the margherita pizzas. You had Chicago style deep dish, and you had the hand tossed, and you had eventually cheese stuffed crust and everything else, everything in between. And that brings us to pizza in today's America, today's world pizza. Pizza surged in popularity and versatility and personalization, really, in America in the 50s and 40s and 50s and some of the 60s. It really led to a worldwide growth in popularity of pizza, and that includes Italy. It wasn't all that popular in Italy until this point, and that's according to HistoryChannel.com as well. According to TripSavvy.com, the article I found on there, in 1957, the first frozen pizza was produced by a company called Celentano's, and it quickly became the best-selling frozen food, and it still is. That fast forward a few years, there's plenty of frozen pizzas, not just one. Take and bake's included in that. Pizza in the world is a $145 billion industry, with $46 billion of that being in the United States alone. Many of the more successful pizza chains are American companies, and many of those started in the 50s and 60s here. They quickly grew from a few local stores to thousands of stores worldwide. For example, according to TripSavvy.com, Pizza Hut opened 1,000 stores in China alone in the past year. Domino's, however, is the world's highest grossing pizza chain. With all this being said, pizza's come a long way, and you can get an expensive pizza that has anything imaginable on it, or you can get your basic, simple cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars that's as basic as can be, and cheap and fast. Pizza in that $145 billion industry, there's a lot of different routes you can go with it. There's, like I said, and part of the thing that makes it so great is the versatility and personalization of pizza. There's something for everybody when you go get pizza. So as you can see, pizza may have started small with humble beginnings, as a simple and cheap lunch, but it's become this huge thing and a huge industry, and many of our favorite foods. But despite all this, it stayed true to its roots, and it has remained a good, simple, cheap, easy lunch for the masses. Thank you.